How's it, everybody? Welcome back to the Rocky Fern. My name is Luca and I have OI type 4, and in today's episode of Show Me the Green, we're checking out this beautiful Hoya. This is Hoya Mathilde. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is Hoya Mathilde. This is a very cool hybrid between Hoya serpens and Hoya carnosa. The Hoya carnosa adds a really nice resilience to this plant. It has kind of a drape growth to it, and the serpens has a smaller, rounder leaf, gives this really cool texture to the leaf that you can see right there. And the serpens is more of a sprawling, kind of crawling technique. So you get kind of best of both worlds. Being a hybrid, it has hybrid vigor, so it's a much more robust plant than any of the other parents, especially serpents. Serpents can be a little picky. I'll do species spotlight on that here in a little bit, but what's cool about this is it's a very prolific flower. It has a bunch of spikes, a bunch of peduncles, and then this umbel is wide open. So let me get up close here. You can see that. I love how the corona is that kind of pomegranate red, and then the corolla, which is that outer yellow, or rather off-white, is fuzzy. And actually a lot of the vine is fuzzy. Even the leaves are fuzzy, which I think it gets from the serpens. Here's another smaller peduncle that is about to open. We have a spike here, which is funny because these are actually the first two blooms on this plant, but this spike will produce a bunch of, let me get it in frame there, this will produce a bunch of flowers and then abort them and create new ones. So it just keeps getting longer and longer, that spike. And Hoyas are kind of cool that way because they'll continuously bloom from the same peduncle. So don't ever cut your peduncles. That's for sure. There is some splashing in this, which is cool. This Hoya does tell you when it's thirsty because it will get really wrinkly leaves, similar to how this guy looks right here. If I can get it close up for you, I'll get my face out of the way. So that will get wrinkly, and then you know you got to water it. I tend to use a very airy, porous mix and keep it in smaller terracotta pots, and it tends to like that a lot. One thing I want to point out is right here, you can see that this strand is a lot lighter in color than this one, and a lot of plants will do that. This is getting direct light from this spotlight right here, and everything else is actually kept more in a shady area, so it grows darker leaves, more chlorophyll, and I prefer to have my plants not so washed out. But yeah, a very cool hybrid. Easy to grow. If you guys don't have Hoya Mathilde, definitely do it. I'm thinking about creating my own hybrid between carnosa and serpens just to see if I can get a different variety of clone, because of course when you produce your own seeds, you know, you're expressing a lot of different alleles, a lot of different phenotypes that are being held inside the genes, and who knows how they'll express, so that's always kind of cool. But yeah, the flowers smell, kind of smells like chocolate, which you get from the carnosa, and typically carnosa blooms are very, very pleasantly fragranced, but this guy is mixing it with chocolate, and I don't know, I smell sweat, and it's not in a good way, if there is a way to be good, but I digress. But anyway, I'll post some pictures here of close-ups of this peduncle, rather this umbel, and the blossoms on it. If you guys like what you see, definitely subscribe, comment. I love all the comments. I try to respond to everyone I can. And yeah, until then, we'll see you guys on the next adventure.